Hey, what's up, guys? I'm about to do a deck profile for my 6M build. I give you a little history on 6Ms for me. Basically, I've been playing them since I was in high school. I'm now 24, so that was about 6 years ago. Uh, I have four consecutive tops with them from 2008 to 2010. Like, I have two top 8 titles, top 16, top 10, and then like for top 8s, I have four, but like consecutive toppings basically. So I'm just gonna go into it. All right, show you. This is a 6 Samurai Kageki. Well, legendary 6 Samurai Kageki. Basically, he special summons another 6 Samurai out of your hand. It's like level 4 or lower. I only run 2 of him because like the effect veiler is kind of big still, but I mean he still does his job, so it's not really an issue. But like also I run this because of fake veiler matchups, like, you know, the Elder 6 Samurai. I run 2 of these because they're actually, this is the way to go into Beast, and it's a nice little alternative way to get around effect veiler here because he's pretty annoying. Alright, and then we have Kagemusha the 6 Samurai. I run 2 of these actually. Only run 2 because I only think you only need 2. You'd be like, I know people are like, oh, you need to run 3 of these. You don't really need to run 3 of those because of the fact that you can easily get them back with Gateway or double-edged sword technique. And, you know, you'd rather not rip into that or something if you need to. You're like, okay, well, I need a card. Rip into that. GG's. You just lost. But, alright. Then, running 1 Yaichi because I'm doing it for nostalgia's sake. And also because it's a pretty good card. I like the fact that he's like a little MST that can't really pop on, like, they activate it, but I mean, he can pop it face down and they can't really bottomless him, so it's kind of funny. I love that. And then also, try and get a new tech for when I play next spring regionals or whatever. Handed to 6 Samurai. Like, I've had her out of my deck for the past probably 6 or 7 months, and I just finally put her back in to test her out again. But she's alright. I mean, only reason I'm putting her back in is because of the fact that, like, I need some more monster hate, I guess you could say. And don't feel like running smashings and stuff. Alright, running 1 legendary 6 Samurai Inishi. Originally, I didn't like him because of the fact that, like, I don't know, I was removing 6 Samurais out of my graveyard to return a card back to their hand. And I'm like, why would I have to return a card? But I mean, with the whole thing of XCs coming out, like, you kind of need the get your ass back in that deck type thing going on. And he's a pretty good B-stick, pretty decent. So, then this is like one of my absolute favorite 6 Samurais, 6 Samurai Hero. He attacks face downs and just automatically destroys them without applying damage calculation or flipping them up. So, people can't really get their effects. So, like, there's a lot of things that it shuts down. Morphing Jar, Spirit Reaper, Marshmallow, Raiko. A bunch of crap. Snowman Eater. Snowman Eater gets dicked. But, yeah. Pretty much how it goes. Now, as much as I hate to admit it, he's the MVP of the deck. He's on because he makes everything just nutty as fuck. It's like, okay, well, just going to GG's right there. You have that and like a gateway out. They just lost. So, I mean. Then going to another one of my favorite 6 Samurais, Zanji. He, say you've already accidentally attacked a Spirit Reaper or something like that, and Spirit Reaper flips up, or a Marshmallow is just stuck there, or like freaking Zen Mighty's faggot ass. Basically, you attack him, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to prevent him from being destroyed, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to use this effect. Yeah, because his kicks off after damage calculation, and you just blow up the monster that he battled that was face up, so you're just like, okay, well, you can use him for kamikazes, or like monsters that have that stupid, oh, once per turn they're not destroyed effect, or like, oh, I'm going to keep my ass on the field. No, get the fuck off my field. Alright, then right here, running 1 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. Just 1, because I've had very bad experiences with him in the past, running him at multiples of like 2 and 3, because you rip him when you don't need him. Also, since, you know, you're running so many 6 Samurais, you want to run, well, I'm running Inishi Shin's Chancellor, because, again, monster hate, and he's a good bait for Solemn Warning texts and crap like that. So, I mean, it's kind of funny. I like that. And then I'm running this, I know most people don't run him, but I mean, I run him just for the fuck of it, and it's funny. That, and then like if I let them have their one spell or trap, like if I have the younger counterpart of him, she in out, is just like, well, damn, I just tried to bait him to do something stupid, and now he just dicked me because they only have one. So you're just like, GG's. It's like, yeah, GG's. All right, now I'm about to go into the spell lineup of this. Okay, so I run 2 aestheticisms. For, I guess I say personal preference. Like, I don't really like to run too many of those because it's, to me, I feel like it's overkill once you've already popped off the 2. Because, I mean, if you haven't won within the first 4 turns, there's a problem. They either stalling the hell out of you or you just suck with samurais. I'm just saying. Or unless you're trolling. I mean, it's just one of those two. One of those 3 things. Alright, this I thought should have been banned, the Gateway of the Six Samurai. Yeah, it would cut the power of the deck down by a lot, but I mean, this deck was already explosive enough without it. I would know, I played it since 07, so I mean, yeah, that was back then when it was like slow and you gotta, it's aggro control, but I mean, it was more thought process to it behind it than just using Gateway and being like, oh, well, I got game. Alright, I run 1 Heavy Storm, obviously. Well, I run it because, yeah, they're going to be going for your Gateway, obviously, with the like Mystical Space Typhoon or something to just blow it up. So, it'll be pretty useless, and you're sitting there like, gee, I wish I would have teched in that Heavy Storm in there. Now I'm kind of screwed having to watch this. So, I mean, I just tech it just for the hell of it. I don't really care about Starlight Road. I mean, whoop-de-doo, you have 1 negate. Alright, I run Monster Reborn. Obvious reasons. Pretty sure most of y'all run Monster Reborn any deck, pretty much. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't. I run a MST. Well, I run 2, but I run MST in my deck, my main build, because of, again, I like destroying backfills and crap. Alright, then, Reinforcements of the Army. Obviously, you run only one of those, because you only can run one of those. One of my favorite cards also for searching, Shin Smoke Signal. I was actually really happy when this came out, and I was like, this is so broke. Like, I'm glad they got limited, but I mean, again, the deck, that wasn't the problem of the deck. Like, you didn't need to limit the smoke signals. It was the Gateway you were supposed to get rid of, but you know, I ain't hating Konami. Six Samurai United, I run 3 of these. Reason being is because it goes so well with Gateway, and also it gets you out of a pinch if you're like needing to find cards faster, and you're like, damn, I didn't get my Gateway yet. You use the United, you know, find it faster by drawing them, but you know, that's just me. I don't run Dojo because I personally hate Dojo. Dojo's a shitty ass card to me, and most people will just laugh in your face whenever you're about to do it. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let me see. Alright, and then now we're going to the traps. There's run bottomless trap holes, because most monsters piss me off, so I mean, run 2 of those. Alright, now this is a tech that I'm probably the only one doing. I main deck Cashback. Reason being is because it stops cards like Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, or anything that pays life points like Judgment Dragon or something. So, you know, mid to late game, this card destroys your opponent. They're like, oh, well, I'm going to Solemn Judgment your card out. And it's like, okay, well, you just paid half your life points to put it back in your deck, and you got negated. Put it back in your deck, shuffle, please. And then, I've actually done it to a Judgment Dragon before already. Dude actually disconnected on me in the end, and in real life, the guy I was playing with Lights Horns, he scooped on me because that was, I guess that was his last hope right there, because he only had 1 card in his hand, and it was a Judgment Dragon. He's like, dropped, because I didn't have anything on the field that he was probably scared of, because all my warnings and judgments were in the graveyard. And I was like, okay, cashback? And he was like, wait, what? Yeah, paid 1,000 life points, put it back in his deck, shuffled it. And then he's like, I'm going to lose next team. Scoops. So, I like those. They're fucking troll, and they're hilarious. Alright, now I run 1 of these. Only 1 because I've ran multiples of this before, and I know everybody's like, oh, you need to run 2 or 3. No, I don't agree with that. Because of the sheer fact that you don't want that ripped into also, and then they have like a space. They just Mystical Space Typhoon the shit out of it, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. Alright. Then, Musakani Magatama. I run 2 of these. because this is actually a card I was waiting for back in the day. I was like, where's their negate at, man? It'd be so good if they had a negate, and lo and behold, they got a negate. So, I mean, it's really good, too. Like, I like it. It stops heavy storms and dark holes and shit like that, and Judgment Dragon. Oh, the deck hates on Judgment Dragon hard. I mean, I don't really have a problem with Light Sworns, but I mean, it just shits all over, like, mass destruction monsters and shit like that. I run one Solemn Judgment, obviously, because you only run one. But it's apparently a staple in every deck. Some decks don't run it, but I respect the decks that don't run it and they still win. Shit's hilarious. Alright, and then Solemn Warning. I run two of those. I hate this card, though. But again, it's a staple in this format. Alright, and now I'm about to go into the XEs. I would show y'all my my side deck tech, but that's kind of my own personal thing, so what I feel like I have problems with, but I'm just going to go into XEs, so don't worry about it. Alright, so I run one Maze Stroke, because I like the Book of Moon effect that he has, and also the I Can't Be Destroyed effect. Thinking about drawing a Bane Mask on him, but, you know, it's all good. Then, I run one Heroic Champion Excalibur. Like, he's pretty good, too, it's just, I don't like when he gets Veiler after you try to use his effect. He just gets dicked. And I've had some of the craziest people come over, hey, Judge, can I ask you a question? Like, if he gets Veiler, do I get the effect after it? No, it just got negated, so just paid 2 to do nothing. Alright, and then this is something else I'm trying out. Heroic Champion Gandiva. She's okay. She's like a TKR. Well, think of her as a Still Sworn Roach for Warriors, though. Like, she can stop special summons of level 4 or lower monsters. So, I mean, she's not too bad, but I mean, she's not great. But she's okay. Alright. This is when I ran Ninjas. I was obsessed with getting, like, a playset of this, even though I really did not need a playset, and I realized how broke she was once she came out. I was like, so I picked them up when they were cheap. So, I got them at, like, 3 or 4 a piece, and they're at, like, 17, 18 now, but it's because of her effect of detaching the attack twice. That shit's retarded. Shit's retarded. It's so good. And then if you're running, like, a Solidarity 6 Samurai build and you're using that, you just punch some bitches in the face for 6,000. Like, that is detrimental to anybody's health. Alright. Now, obviously, Naturally Beast, go into it with Elder. I was originally reluctant against that until my friend basically told me I needed to play it. But it does its job. I mean, I don't like milling off my deck, but I mean, it's pretty good. Alright, now this, I've been recently looking at it, Shockmaster. Been watching it at, like, the regionals and stuff here, and tournaments that I've been judging. It's a pretty beast-ass card. It's pretty broke, and I like it. I mean, it requires three monsters, but I mean, how are you not going to go into that? Also, I run Shadow of the Samurai Shien. I run 3 of them now. I mean, like I said earlier, I have an OTK with it. Basically, you just keep going into that, like, first turn, then swarm the field, and they can't really do crap against you. Especially if you open, like, Heavy Storm, some crazy crap, like Heavy Storm, a Gateway, a United, and then, like, 1/6 Samurai, they're just done. You're fucking done. Alright, then, obviously, Legendary Samurai Shien. You have to run him, unless you're retarded, but, you know, it's all good. And then, we have, Naturally Beast Barkion. Obviously, for obvious reason. Utopia, which I don't really go into anymore, but, you know, it's whatever. Kusanagi, I like him because, yeah, it takes three warrior monsters to go into him, but you have him and Shien on the field. It's fucked up because you don't really have to waste your Shien negate on your spells and traps. So, I mean, yeah. Then, this is against the Kinetic Soldier matchup. You go into Gem Knight, swing at it. And then, Acid Golem, which you really don't use too much in this deck, but I mean, it's whatever. But hey, that was my deck profile, and thank you guys. Catch you later.